Hail to thy name, O Ghana, to thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together. Let's leave it there. Hi there, good morning, and you're welcome to this fantastic Friday. As for this challenge, second verse of the national anthem. What about the third verse? All right, well, it's wonderful to be with you, and here is today's message from the Morning Man. It's Friday morning, discerning listeners and viewers. Discerning viewers. Sometimes I try to picture you all, the wonderful people that we talk to every morning here on the Joy News channel. Who are you, discerning viewer? Are you a CEO? Have you spent years climbing the corporate ladder, working harder and longer with every promotion until you now send emails at 3 a.m. on a Sunday evening? Are you a doctor? Are you coming home from your second 12-hour shift in a row? Have you spent more hours this year doing locum work than you have with your children? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you building your empire by the hour? Is the hustle keeping you awake, crunching the numbers, reworking the business plan while the world sleeps blissfully? Or are you a politician? Are your days filled with 20-minute meetings that last 4 hours? Do you spend more time trying to articulate the views of your masters than you do fulfilling the mandate you were assigned? Are you a lawyer? Are you up now because your latest case requires more reading than ever? Have you been practicing your closing argument in the mirror all night? Are you a banker? Is this your first time listening to the show this week because, well, you usually leave the house around 4 a.m.? Whoever you are, discerning viewer, one thing you're very likely to be is hardworking. A Ghanaian professional usually is, and this is great. We work hard, and hard work is good. But I hope we occasionally stop to remember why we're working so hard in the first place. Is it for money, power, respect? Is it for something else that we've actually forgotten? Let me tell you a story. Once, a fisherman was sitting near the seashore under the shadow of a tree, sipping on his palm wine. A rich businessman came by carrying his 2 briefcases and asked why the poor fisherman was sitting under a tree, relaxing and not working. The fisherman replied that he had caught enough fish for the day. Hearing this, the rich man was surprised. Why don't you catch more fish instead of sitting in the shadow wasting your time? The fisherman countered, well, why would I do that? The businessman thought the answer should be obvious. You could catch more fish, sell them, and earn more money and buy a bigger boat. Fisherman was still quizzical. What would I do then? The businessman said, you could go fishing in deep waters, catch even more fish, and earn even more money. Again, the fisherman asked, what would I do then? With growing impatience, the businessman retorted, you could buy many boats, employ many people, work for you and earn even more money. What would I do then? The fisherman asked serenely. You could become a rich businessman like me, the businessman quipped with a smug grin. Without missing a beat, the fisherman asked in the same level tone, what would I do then? The businessman picked up his 2 briefcases and with the finality of a man arriving at a clearly logical conclusion, he said, you could then enjoy your life peacefully. At this, the fisherman burst into fits of laughter as he said, what do you think I'm doing right now? I must say I'm proud of all hardworking Ghanaians who are toiling daily to make a difference in our nation. My dear friend, today I just want us all to remember the fundamental reason for our daily toil. So take a break whenever you can. Spend time with the family. Buy yourself a new pair of shoes. Take the occasional Friday off and go relax in your village. Take a little of the time you spend on others and spend it on yourself and those you love. Let us learn to stop and smell the roses while we are alive. Because we don't know how long we've got, do we? My name is Kojo Yankson, and I work hard just so I can play hard. Good morning, Ghana.
To the AMUs, I am a BCCBD now. President Akufo-Addo says He has fulfilled about 80% of his campaign promises to the people of Ghana and wants his mandate renewed to do more for Ghana. The president has been inspecting some ongoing road construction, school projects and cut sword as part of his working visit in the eastern region. He addressed the chiefs and people in Atiwa East on Thursday.
And then I'm just what me can say, Miss Sien to Abwana Emma Mibio. What's your Mishamono? Dudwana Medicine. Maumian countries over 80% of our manifesto promises. Yedisu. It's about the Mamedala will be a no credit I never catch a Ghana for. So they met me until I can't say, you be say. The say, a Juma Baby, what's your medicine? Nanano say, I am a fire. Miss Samo, 4 more for Nanano, and yet, minim, the can report on the casa and say, it is on my Mariah the attitude of mine, and Mamma Quine and share party t shirt, and a jersey. Nanso, Nanano, Sabi, Manimu, about a Muslim to be. And she acquire a 2 about me, you know. Some more heaven in the more.
Former President John Dramani Mahama has accused the Akufo-Addo-led administration of not tackling the Volta succession issues seriously. Speaking in an interview on TVXYZ, the NDC flag bearer explained government's failure to assign an official to the area to ascertain the truth is in bad taste. He also charged the government to address rumors that secessionist groups will be brought into the country to cause disruption in the upcoming election. That's the flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama. Now let's turn our attention to the new Jaubeng South constituency in the eastern region. It is sited in the heart of Koforidua, the capital of that region. But residents say members of parliament over the years have failed to create jobs for the youth. Now they have the option of choosing between fresh candidates, and the upcoming polls and the job creation strategy will be the deciding factor. Kwesi Parker-Wilson visited the area and has come through with this report.
Michael Ochirbefi is the NPP's parliamentary candidate for New Jaubeng South constituency and the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Free Zones Board. In this constituency, the NDC will be represented by Martin Otuofe, a lecturer at the Koforidua Technical University. On December 7, residents of New Jaubeng South will have to choose between these two, among others, to represent them in Parliament for the next 4 years. Speaking to residents, one major problem stands out: limited job opportunities for the youth.
How did you know consequences and say Yantoshi marketing ye a Juman Koso?
Youth near 1 year, near Jumania. So, it may be in here or mine wedding. Same people or back. Now, go bit mamma Juma at least. Ubia Benyan and San Cacre, Biacon and Sapra, and no mamma. We will buy ye who you obey mine. Who put the house to the Juma be in here. To cover Banana Cabia service, you may be crying, kitty, fire service, police service. You make a create crying, Sabaco and no cry. At least I know my mind. Because you're break.
Baby, I may do a school ceremony. Sanky Yan and Juma busy, say, will be and Juma Naya. Yenny Jins and Juma, me say, and yet Juma may young Premier Stebenda. And I must have a journey to organize a Juma May. It may as say, may Yamasa so on so pet and Sally Juma Sa. Then Philip Juma and I say, or Fanco for when Sabbath wine. You might do a business system. Because the chef he had my I just say, be a because he be another. Maybe a store, I mean, you've been trying on my Nankasa be busy. And then say, no man, yet the Biasa on Bakumakumakupe. This said, you may be in the bell ambassador, a bad boy.
Your problem, you are honey say. A Juman, you. Ya any public toilet. You need a baby as a year ball like cry you do. Your ball like a stretch in you, young tried, dear Juman, your problem, yes, Solia, a dear chin, cancel for. municipal for ye sika niema bebre no mo gigi adwuma ne nye emwa ye pese adwuma ba kofodua kurom te se kofodua ye pe adwuma titire tuturu e be boa me yenye bi se do mo so ye adwuma no menye bi de abeto ade me yesu yenye sika ni bi.
Both candidates are optimistic. Michael Berfi says even though he is not a parliamentarian yet, he has facilitated the employment of most of the youth in the area. He promises to champion the welfare of his constituents it voted for on December 7.
We're talking about somebody who has facilitated the employment of a lot of people, more than 100 people. I mean, more than 200 people in this. Somebody who's not the MP. We are talking about somebody who through his effort, a lot has happened in Koforidua when he was not the MP. I have facilitated a lot, not less than 200 people on scholarship at Teka University, and it is clear, everybody knows it. We are still doing it. I'm talking about where I was not the member of parliament, and a lot of the employees of the regional hospital were not mechanized. They were there as casual workers. Through my interventions, almost about 50 of them have been made permanent when I was not the MP. That's what we're talking about.
It's now official. The hashtag Arrive Alive campaign has taken a national dimension. The National Road Safety Authority and the Multimedia Group on Thursday launched the campaign as part of a national strategy to raise awareness on road safety and reduce carnages on our roads. The campaign was launched in the Western Regional Capital Takoradi, where the Director General of the National Road Safety Authority, Engineer May Obri Yeboah, expressed worry over the increasing number of road crashes in recent times. There's more in the following report.
According to the Road Safety Authority, over 9,000 crashes and 1,585 deaths have been recorded from January to August this year alone. For Director General of the authority, May Obri Yeboah, this must be a wake-up call for strict adherence to road safety regulations.
Safety on our roads has become a key challenge in our country, though road traffic crashes and their resultant casualties are preventable. We are aware that these crashes have led to the current high incidences of fatalities and serious injuries, and that could have been avoided if caution had been exercised. So far, from January to August this year, we have recorded a total number of 9,205 crashes, resulting in 1,585 deaths, 1,638 pedestrian knockdowns, and 9,397 injuries involving 15,459 vehicles. Preliminary investigations into some of the crashes point out that non-compliance with road safety regulations on the part of road users is a major cause of these incidents.
Transport Minister Kweku Ofoyesiama lauded the Multimedia Group for championing the Arrive Alive campaign even before its launch. He called on other media houses to join the campaign and make it an integral part of their programming.
I feel so they're launching this noble idea. Let me thank the Multimedia Group and other media houses for their support. I hope that this is not going to be an annual wonder, but we continue to sustain it. Because many a time, you start here and check near Jai. Obufi said, a woman, an accident, no, the accident don't call. So we need to continue to educate our people. That's exactly what we are going to do.
John News editor Israel Lai, delivering a speech on behalf of the Multimedia Group, said the company is ready to spur a constructive national conversation on the urgent need to save lives on our roads.
Unfortunately, road crashes are killing way too many of our people. Deaths that could be easily avoided if we follow the road safety guidelines, particularly driving within the speed limit, not driving under the influence of alcohol and other substances, and making sure our vehicles are roadworthy. That's why we at Multimedia have made our airwaves available to preach the road safety gospel far and wide. And that's why since January 16, 2020, after that tragic motor accident at Domfase in the central region, which killed over 30 people, we have been heavy on the Arrive Alive campaign. While at it, we are also urging passengers to speak up when the drivers who are manning the vehicles they board begin to act recklessly. As we expect that not everyone will play by the rules, the law must be enforced to serve as a deterrent, as happens in all societies. Let me, however, reiterate, multimedia, where I work, remains committed to the cause of keeping our roads safe so that we can all arrive alive.
Road crashes remain a leading cause of death in the country.
Remember to always wear your seatbelt. #Arrive Alive. And that's how we end the AM News. I am Mapita CBD. The show continues with Mama Vio Uswaboje, and Joseph Akable joins her for the newspaper review. Enjoy.
All right, thanks to Mapito Sibidi for the AM News. We're going to settle down and do the newspaper review next. Joseph Akable is here, but I want to also give you this piece of information that you can join us for the launch for the Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fair 2020 under the theme, "What credible alternatives for shelter are there in Ghana if affordable housing will forever remain a mirage?" The fair will be launched at the EcoBank head office today, Friday, October 2nd at 4 p.m. Attendance is strictly by invitation. Catch all the action live here on Joy News and all our social media platforms. The Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and sponsored by Ghanaba Properties, Experience Affordable Luxury, DBS Roofing, Papa Panfie, Duraplast Limited, manufacturers of high-quality UPVC and HDPE pipes, fittings, rotational molded products, and associated accessories. And also the Plan City Extension Project, Rent to Earn. So we're launching the Joy News Habitat Fair this year is in collaboration with EcoBank. That will be at 4 p.m. and it will be live here on Joy News as well as on all our social media handles. So just look out for that. Joseph Akable, a very good morning to you. It's been a very tiring week, right?
Yes, but it's come to an end. And we all love Fridays, don't we?
Oh, yeah. I do.
What do you love about Fridays?
I think the fact that I get to sleep longer on a Saturday. Yeah.
You don't have to wake up too early and come over.
No, I don't. Yeah. And I can put all the alarm on the phone off. So no alarm will go off, and I can wake up like 8 a.m. Yeah. So yes, I love Fridays. But Joseph, yesterday I thought there was going to be a showdown in the courts, and nothing.
Yeah. Some of us had to reflect soberly, and so.
Okay, but what happened? Because the judge didn't even come to the courtroom.
Yes, well, so when I got there, the place was, empty, unusually empty. So I sensed that something was happening, and so we went in and. Sat in for about 45 minutes. It was still empty, so I decided to step out and make phone calls. Then, eventually a source told me that, Charlie, the judge has issued some order B. So I was like, oh, really? So I started tracing the order, and eventually I got hold of it. And it's an order that simply states that upon sober reflection of the return date, i.e. the return date of 1st October, he has decided to adjourn the matter to October 6th.
Okay, so what we're talking about is the Kennedy Japan matter of contempt that's been handled. There was supposed to be a hearing yesterday, and that didn't happen. And Joseph is just telling us the reason the judge gave for not showing yesterday. Okay, so the new date is what?
October 6th, that's I think Tuesday.
All right, so we'll still have the doctor coming.
The doctor coming in.
Because he issued the
medical excuse, and he has to come and speak to it.
Okay, all right, it will still happen Tuesday. It's just around the corner, so we wait for it. But Joseph, we have a challenge. You know, Friday. I think the other reason I love Fridays is because we just go easy on everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So our challenge today is not NSMQ, even though we're into the quarterfinals and we've got some
that's
big contests
my forte
coming
actually.
up.
So I'm wondering what the challenge is this time.
Do you know the second stanza of the Ghana national anthem?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I've seen it before, but I don't remember.
That's fine. I can just show you the words, but your job is to sing it. Okay?
I can't. I don't know the tune.
What do you mean by you can't? But you know, God bless our homeland, Ghana. So just the
So let
same.
me just see one line and see whether I can.
Okay, that's it. It's coming up. It's going to be on the screen shortly. Hail to the name
Okay.
of Ghana.
Have you heard anyone sing this before?
Oh, Kojo did when he did the morning message.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
From primary school, we've been singing just the first stanza. I always knew there was a second one. You can try it.
There's actually a third one. Go ahead. I'm asking you to do it.
One.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess, hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow.
Go ahead.
Okay. Steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity.
Hey! I thought you would say a nation strong in unity. Ebe.
Okay. So continue. You continue.
No. You finish it. You start it.
Okay. I think. Okay. I'm not sure where the tune has gotten to now.
Oh, you definitely can do better than Joseph. He did nothing really. So send us that WhatsApp, a video of yourself singing the second stanza of the Ghana national anthem, and send it to us. That's our Friday challenge today.
This is a tough one.
Send it to us. Is it tough?
Yeah, it is.
I think
I don't recall ever in school primary.
No.
Always we just do the first stanza and we move on with our lives.
Yeah. Most of us actually didn't even know there was a second and a third one.
Yeah.
Some people are just getting to know today. So that's the challenge that we have for you today. All right, Joseph, let's get into the papers. I see you have the Times, so let's start there.
The front page of the Times says President cuts sword for roads, hospital projects in Eastern region, and whole STC intercity yard attack, 20 suspects freed. And it goes on to give you the story about one-day registration exercise. Eligible voters grab last chance. We're told that there were long queues at the EC's registration center. And I find it interesting because during the main registration, even on the last day, you had many people not showing up to come and register. So it's interesting that eventually the EC decided to open the registration for a day, and all of a sudden people were going there in their numbers to register. The back page says, VIP hands over infectious disease center at 37 hospital, and FDA approves Square mixture, a herbal medicine. Page 3, where the crime stories has that story about the whole intercity STC attack. We are told that the 20 suspects have been freed. 3 separatists remanded over invasion of police stations and seizure of rifles. Also here, we are told that some 3 persons who allegedly invaded the Mepe and Aveime police stations in the Volta region have been remanded by a circuit court in Accra.
Mepe.
Mepe.
That's how you pronounce it.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I don't know what it means.
Okay.
Just know that you didn't pronounce it well, but that's okay.
Let's do the front page of the Daily Guide now. It says, District Assembly Common Fund boss launches 10 million CD for the poor, apologize for free SHS attacks, Nana to Mahama, and we push for jobs, not vigilantism. And voter rebels eye bigger targets. The story is on page 6. MP fights minister over government land lease, also on the front page. The back page, Ronaldo takes on Messi in Champions League draw. Oreko will bring us the very latest. Barcelona won yesterday. Very important to state that. We beat Celta 3-0 with 10 men. This is a ground that we had struggled to win in some time back. I mean, Oreko will bring all the details.
And they get to meet, well, Messi gets to play Ronaldo again because because of the draw yesterday. Manchester United playing PSG, Charlie.
It'll be a tough one.
I don't have hope.
Something to have hope and lose hope about. Page 3, the cartoon part. I don't know whether I has it ready, but if it's ready, you have to identify this individual.
You have to show it to our viewers.
Okay, we have to identify this individual. So there's a coconut tree, and there's someone falling from the coconut, and it has the text, Eye Kube. Then someone standing down there under the coconut tree saying, too sure. Okay, so let me give you some.
Shall we see it?
Yeah. So this is it. You have it here.
Mm-hmm.
You have it here.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you have the person down here. You can see the coconut tree there. Yeah. So this is it here. So, Mama V.
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to get.
Is it the coconut that is falling or that has fallen?
The human being is falling. It's a human being who is wearing a beret. It's black and white, but I see it's a red beret.
You know, when I saw the Kube, I thought it's the Kube that is falling.
No, it's not the Kube. It's a human being that's falling.
Okay.
You know, some time ago, the PNC, they used to say Kube. You remember those days?
But these days, what did they say?
I think they still say Kube.
But did they also say?
But who does the person look familiar?
I don't know. You tell me.
You know, if I turn it upside down, you may see the person's face properly. Okay, I'll give it a paper to Mama V. Have it. Tell us who it is.
You're usually better at these things. I don't know. It looks familiar, though. It looks like a friend of ours. Who's falling?
You're not telling me who is falling? Okay, so I'm sure if you get to the Daily Guide, page 3, you can guess and send us that in addition to the challenge that we are running this.
Joseph. All right, let's do the Business and Financial Times front page. 2 out of 5 people financially excluded, over 50% in the north. And this is really important. Government statistician Professor Samuel Kwabena Ainin is making a strong case for more attention to be paid to microfinance sector. Statistics show that it is the best avenue to bridge financial exclusion. So data from the Statistical Service show that 2 out of 5 people living in the country are financially excluded. This means that they have no access or lack the ability to use a range of financial services available in the country. And according to the professor of economics, with specific concentration on micro development economics and applied microeconometrics, the worrying aspects of the statistics is that majority of the people who are financially excluded or who have been excluded are in the northern parts of the country, a development aggravating the north-south economic disparity. So this is a huge disclosure. There's more of this in the paper. Also look within to address cybersecurity needs. According to an expert, usage of mobile money platform increases. Interoperability sees over 940% growth within a year. Details of that on page 3. It says the value of transactions recorded on the country's largest payment systems platform, mobile money, has seen an astronomical rise over a 1-year period, with the interoperability push even recording more than 9 times the value recorded last year, indicating the pandemic has forced individuals and businesses to adapt to the new normal. More on that on page 3 in the Business and Financial Times. Let's do the Finder newspaper, front page of the Finder. NIA produces critical data to support progress, and if you go to page 4, one of that, like the data that they talk about, and there's a good breakdown on page 4 in the paper, but it says 905,523 people are unemployed. So out of the more than 15.5 million Ghanaians captured in the database of the National Identification Authority, 905,523 are unemployed. And then they also have over 3.1 million of that being farmers, 2.7 million are students. Breakdown businessmen and women, you find retail market traders as well, dressmakers, sewers, upholsters, widowers. They amount to 89,178. Widows, 701,685. There's more. Retirees, persons with disability, for instance, persons above 60 years, all contained in this breakdown in the paper today. Back on the front page, widows, domestic violence victims to get 10 million Ghana cedis shelter from Natoshi. Also, Cocobot CEO decorated with Ivorian national honor. A Kufuor cut sold for 2 hospitals at Enyinim and Kwabeng. NSS introduces drone technology for farming. Season 2 of $100,000 prize Magdani Entrepreneurship Challenge launched. And that's how the front page of the final looks like. Let's do the daily graphic, and then Joseph Akable will bring the daily dispatch. So the daily graphic front page. Line censure, cancellation, suicidal, GS Director General cautions. There is a special supplement on 30 years of German reunification. And I was wondering what that reunification is all about. But here it is on this reunification. It was the process in 1990 in which the German Democratic Republic became part of the Federal Republic of Germany to form the reunited nation of Germany. They've got some pictures in the center spread of the paper, so you can, just look at the pictures and read the text that come with it. Let's do the back page. Well, final story on the front page though. Graphic at 70 loyalty promo takes off Monday. 4 brand new cars at the prices up for grabs. Back page. Vice President inaugurates Infectious Diseases Center. German government donates vehicles to Ghana Immigration Service is also another story on the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Akable.
The Daily Dispatch front page. I trust security agencies to handle Togolese separatists. That's President Akufo-Addo. I'm not sure you refer to them as Togolese separatists, though. The EC must be commended for the one-day registration. Bishop Ajanasari highlights 6 cues to bring up your child. Details of that story is on page 2 of the newspaper. It says, 1, introduce children to God and the church early. Number 2, don't keep changing church frequently. Number 3 says, meet your child's monetary needs. Mama V, have you heard that?
Meet your child's monetary needs.
Yeah. Number 4, have a discussion.
I'm not sure I understand that.
Okay, so
just saying that.
Let me explain it to you then.
Please do.
Let me explain. It says it is very important to correctly assess the monetary needs of your child and fulfill them. Your perspectives of needs may be too conservative. Their perspective may be too liberal in relation to actual needs. A middle-of-the-road approach is needed, a compromise acceptable to both. Shortage of money may lead the child to make bad decisions on how to acquire money or possessions. And excess reinforces unwelcome spending habits. A child should habitually make a realistic budget and periodically review spending with an eye to conforming to their budget. And
where a child means the definition for a child as we have in our books or what? Do you get what I mean?
Yes, he doesn't state an age here, but he says a child. But some more tips for you, Mama V, nonetheless. It says deal with their habits and vices and be a Facebook or social media contact of your child. It's very, very important.
You know, the thing about parenting is a very unique thing. It doesn't have a fixed formula. You get what I mean? And that's why I don't do wholesale parenting tips.
I'm sure you can still take the monetary challenge. I'm not sure I
understand the monetary thing, though.
I'm not sure I understand
the monetary
balance. And so make sure you don't give them too much money, neither do you give them too little, but you need to make them understand more or less like work on a budget with them. And so if you know
giving money to a child, see, that's why I said
was
there a definition for the child?
A budget. And so like if you have a boy who is maybe 9 or 8, you agree with the boy that, I mean, a month, this is the amount that you're entitled to spend. And so whatever you want to spend.
For a 9-year-old?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't think the way that you break it down, I'm not sure if that's what he meant. But, but the way that you break it down, I would give you the same response.
Okay.
That's not a strategy that I will adopt. Okay. And I say again, that's, I think when it comes to marriage and parenting, there are some general things that you can learn, but largely, it's not a wholesale approach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is Mama V's response to Bishop.
No, I'm not responding.
The back page.
This is a response to you.
No, not to me. I'm
for saying I should discuss.
I didn't actually say it, and I only read
with a 9-year-old. That's what you said.
I read the story to you. The story is here. Let me take that line again. It says
discuss budgets with my 9-year-old.
Meet your child's monetary needs, and it goes on to talk about the fact that a child should habitually make a realistic budget and periodically review spending with an eye to conforming to their budget.
I think it's the child there that I probably...
Okay. So that's Mamabi's response to the story. The back page of the Daily Dispatch says, I trust security agencies to handle Western Togoland separatists, this President Akufo-Addo. So you can find details of that story on the back page. The last one will be that of the Daily Statesman that says, Ghana wins big at Global Capital Bond Awards 2020. And political leaders must reach unity. Ochehene reacts to Mohammed's Achim-Sakawa attacks. Etiwa gets massive development boost and votes massively for MPP to do more. The First Lady urges electorate. The back page has Man United sweep aside Brighton to cruise into last 8. And Romelu Lukaku scores twice in big Inter win. You can find details of those stories on the back page of the Daily Statesman. Mavi.
This is the Daily Heritage, the last newspaper, front page of the Daily Heritage. You have a bad record of Oswampofo to Bawumia. Kenneth Japon's doctor to speak in court on October 6. We've already explained to you why there was no show yesterday. NAM1 trial to start this legal year. Prosecution to court. That story is on page 3. And it says the prosecution in the case on which Chief Executive Officer of Men's Gold has been arraigned in court has said he is hopeful the trial will commence this legal year. As in hopeful. In court on Thursday, the prosecution led by Assistant Superintendent of Police Sylvester Asare told the court that, quote, the instructions from our solicitors are that they are working hard to forward their advice to the court, unquote. According to him, as we begin the legal year, this matter will be commenced before praying the court to grant them an adjournment, while acknowledging that the prosecution appears to always come here, and that's in quote, always come here with one story or the other. ASP Asari prayed the court to indulge us. So the prosecutor himself acknowledged that they always come to tell one story or the other, but
for
still
more than a year.
asks that they indulge them. Okay, so let's see. I don't see any quote attributed to the judge. Wanted to know what but the judge has said this before.
Yeah, many
right?
times. I can count at least 4 occasions in the last year where the judge has made a point that, I mean, come and let's start, and still we are told we are still investigating, we are waiting advice, and we are still waiting for that advice. And this time around, we are told that hopefully to start in the legal year, which the legal year commences in this October. And so let's see what will happen.
Is hope a legal word?
It's just an expression of faith in the unseen.
But on page 2, there's also the story about the minority in Parliament demanding the immediate suspension of the contracts with Frontiers Healthcare Solution Services Limited for COVID-19 testing at the Kotoka International Airport. Government engaged the company to conduct rapid COVID-19 tests of passengers since the opening of the airport to international passenger flights. The National Democratic Congress's MPs argued that the fact that the company was incorporated just days before the reopening of the airport raises eyebrows. You can read on the arguments that they make on page 2 in the paper. My sister came through the airport on Saturday. She didn't pay $150. I think she said she paid $130 for the tests.
Interesting.
So I don't know if there's been a general reduction or this was just her.
Maybe they saw and they gave her a discount.
I don't know why they would give her a discount though. All right, so that's it for the newspapers. Just have anything you want to highlight? Or we do Major Online.
Major Online. I also saw a story this morning about the U.S. president.
Yes, that story is on a lot of the international online pages. Donald Trump and his wife testing positive.
In fact, he has tweeted that actually. He's tweeted announcing that he's tested positive for COVID-19. And so he'll be isolating and hoping to recover shortly.
You know, there was an earlier message that was communicated because somebody very close in his circles had tested positive, and so he and his wife were isolating. And then I think just about an hour after I heard that, this one came that they've actually tested positive.
Have you seen Donald Trump in a nose mask before?
I think once maybe, but he was, I guess the whole controversy about not asking people to wear masks and protect themselves early is also coming back because he was he joined really, really late in calling for people to wear the mask. Initially, it was, if you like, wear it. If you don't like, you know, it was a personal choice. Okay. And he has said that many times.
Yesterday, I saw a study that was done by Cornell University, saying that in terms of misinformation regarding COVID-19, one of the leading names that when you search for the misinformation pops up is Donald Trump, responsible for a lot of misinformation about COVID-19 right from the onset. And so that is the tweet there saying that tonight mentions the handle of the First Lady of the United States of America, and I tested positive for COVID-19. We'll begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We'll get through this together. And someone says, if he recovers with a wife, you can imagine how they will lift the restrictions. He will now be emboldened and go all out and say that, look, I have experienced this. It's just like a flu. You can just recover and move on.
But you know, there are other people who are also looking at his age. He's 74 and therefore at a high risk. He falls into that category. So this is not something to joke about. And we know that people have recovered, but they have suffered some, you know, people have reported different things. People who have gone impotent and things like that. So it's
and there are those who have actually not recovered too. They've also died.
Exactly. So even if you feel like you've recovered, it's not something to joke with. Yeah. Let's do majoonline.com though. Oh, the penciled celebrities artist Ray Styles is dead. This news was also trending yesterday. Many people had contributed to his surgery. And so this news was really unexpected, especially when we know that he got enough money, more than he needed actually. And according to report, he was in India where he was supposed to either undergo the surgery. So what we don't know is if the surgery had happened and then he died out of some complications.
I saw a WhatsApp conversation a gentleman had with him.
Okay.
The gentleman seems to be a close friend of him. He was asking him how the surgery had gone. He didn't respond, but he also added a message that I hope you recover and come back home. We miss you. Then he responds with humbled.
Oh, he did. So he finally
he responded, but he didn't respond to the question about whether he had finished with the surgery.
Okay. So when was this? Was there a date?
This was when he was in India.
Okay, check the date for us. But can we get our director Yao to open that for us so people who perhaps don't remember who we're talking about, the artist, so that they can see his drawings and begin to link. Maybe some people have seen it on social media and didn't really know what was going on. So you can relate if you see the things that he's done, joining, in fact, advocating as well with his paintings on social issues. So that's the news there. There's plenty of other stories on myjournline.com. And Joseph is trying to find, is there dates, Joseph?
No, but it shows that the person subsequently messaged him on Monday, and so this must have been just before Monday. And so he messages him. He says, someone called me about 2 weeks ago to check on you. I was surprised. People are rooting for your fitness. Then he responds, God loves me more. One thing I've learned from this short period, I'm coming back home. Then the gentleman subsequently asks him, how did the surgery go? I'll have to come and visit you. I'm preparing for a new album, so I'll play it for you. Then he responds, humbling, with the prayer sign. And he subsequently messages him again, but no response comes in. And this gentleman is Ko Kumi on Twitter. He adds a photograph of he and the gentleman.
Oh, okay.
So lots of tributes poured in yesterday. Very unfortunate. And
absolutely.
I mean, a reminder of. I mean, we all. I mean, it's not. I think it's not in doubt that if the funds, if he had the funds readily available, things may have been different. We never know. But I mean, we can only say that.
Yeah. We know the First Lady also contributed. And responded to the call to raise enough funds so he could have the surgery done. Okay, so these are just pictures of him, not his paintings or his drawings. Maybe when we get that, we'll bring it to you. Not in this. There's another story on myjournline.com that's got his works. Okay, if you just go down a bit. No, go up. Sorry, you see some of the paintings with his pictures, but I'm not sure you can get to appreciate it really well right now. But just go to myjournline.com.
We used during when Major Mahama was lynched. There was one painting he put together. It was one of the ones that was used all over social media as part of the campaign.
There was also one that he did when the American was choked. Was he choked to death? Yeah, that was also a very famous painting that he did. So that's the story there. There are other stories on myjournline.com. Your favorite Champions League draw?
Well, the Barcelona draw, obviously. Lionel Messi will be playing against Juventus. We'll beat Juventus home and away. And we'll go on to win the league. The Champions League, I mean. Barcelona. Why you disagree?
I don't know.
You don't know? Why don't you know? You should know.
You're talking about Messi's Barca?
Yes. We won
winning the Champions League?
Yes, we won 3-0 yesterday.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, did you do the challenge?
Yes, I did. It was terrible.
You sang some way, baby.
Oreku can try it. Oreku is good with the challenge.
Oh, my favorite Oreku and Pofu. Listen, let me tell you about the challenge before you get on the show, okay? So that you can do a better job, better than Joseph Akable. The challenge today, this Friday, is for you to sing the second stanza of the Ghana National Anthem. It's pretty simple. If you don't know the words, I am sharing with you on the screen, and all you have to do is to just sing it. Record yourself singing it and send it to us here on the show. Joseph did it terribly. I mean, it was not good for a morning. Definitely. Can we get Oreku? Can we do the singing before you do the sports? Oreku says, wait, I have an interview. Are you preparing for, are you now putting down your questions, or you are now connecting with the person you're interviewing?
We'll make time for him, no matter how long the interview takes.
So the number for you to send your challenge to is 0540-109009. 0540-109009. That's the WhatsApp number. Just record yourself. Singing the second stanza of the national anthem as we have displayed. You can just Google it, but make sure you have a fantastic voice, because it's too early in the day, you know. Joseph. Okay, Oreku Ampofo comes up with sports.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the AM Sports with me, Oreku Ampofo. Hope you had a good evening and you've had a good week so far. For Manchester United fans, maybe it might not have been good, but today we'll be getting the true level and, the true perspective as to whether that Sancho deal can possibly go through. Remember, the deadline is on Monday, October 5th, and we'll be hearing from German journalist Chris Harrington, who has been covering the Bundesliga for years now. He had a chance of speaking to Sancho in an exclusive interview 3 months ago also. So he's going to be telling us where exactly Manchester United stand in this deal and whether there is a possibility of, completing the deal before Monday's deadline. And he joins us via Zoom. Chris, I hope you're doing well. It's been a long summer for Manchester United in terms of this deal in particular. Can you quickly give us a summary of what has happened so far?
Well, the major thing that's impacted the deal is COVID-19, to be quite honest, because, clubs are more reluctant to spend so much cash on players. And then, this deal in particular, what's holding it up, beside that is the fact that how much liquid is Man U willing to put up, because there's all these add-on possibilities on the back end. And we've seen these deals like upwards of 90 million be rejected, because Dortmund, they had this, which I consider a straw man deadline earlier in the summer that didn't come through, and then what's holding up the deals now is the add-on value is attached on a performance and also Man U's performance, like qualifying for the Champions League and things like this. And Man United hasn't been so, consistent in that category. And right now, not so much time left. Man United, they're questionable right now, in the league. They're coming off a win, but still they have Tottenham ahead of them. We have to see what happens with that. So the window is real tight, but the basic idea is Dortmund is unwilling to budge on the value they know they have in Sancho, and they want so much money up front. Is my son here?
You can say hi to him.
Say hi, buddy. All right, yeah, but that's what's been holding it up, basically. Just the idea that, Dortmund want all they can get in the value. And Dortmund don't even need Sancho. You saw how competitive they were in the Super Cup. They can play without Sancho, but it's, it is a business. And they know what they have in him.
Okay, certainly. You speak of Sancho and how the deal has probably stalled in terms of the economic gap between these two clubs. Now, we have just about 72 hours also to the end of the transfer window. Can you talk me through the possibility of Manchester United, completing this? Is there a chance, actually, with how they've held up, do you think that they do have a backup plan of, putting up a complete deal at the end?
Yeah, hold on. I'll get right to you. Hold on. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Here, buddy. Here you go. All right, yeah, so the reality is, right now he's still their number one target, but as you mentioned, the window is so narrow right now. Can they get it done? There's reports right now that Sancho might not be at this game, but he's been in training right now. He missed the Super Cup. I'm pessimistic because, I think a lot would hinge on the result of the Tottenham game, right? But that's a day before. So the medical and all these things, I don't think a deal can actually get done, and that opens up the door to substitutes, right? Ousmane Dembele is a name that has been thrown out there. Kingsley Coman is a name that's been thrown out there. My son is a little too young right now to be considered, for a replacement. But another name right now, Atalanta have a winger, Ivorian Italian winger right now, and he's been mentioned as well. So, I think they have to get things done. The pressure is really on Man United, to fill a void because Van de Beek, I mean, come on, they haven't really cashed in on anything. They're letting other teams like Chelsea, invest in youngsters while they can, and Man United could be missing their opportunities.
Okay, but in terms of the alternatives that you did mention earlier, the likes of Kingsley Coman and then Dembele, and we've also had Sarr from Watford. Who do you think is the most likely for Manchester United to go for on Monday? And at what point exactly do you think the Red Devils would realize that this Sancho deal is not going to happen, so we have to go for our alternative?
Yeah, I think Dembele is going to be the strongest candidate right now. And it's hard to say. It's really hard to say because, you never want, your second pick. You always want your number one pick. Obviously the people, internally in Man United, I think I'm pessimistic just because Dortmund's, being stubborn, in some respects, right? But who knows? Who knows? I think it's a lose-lose situation because the world right now knows that Jadon Sancho is their number one target. And whoever follows the footsteps, I mean, just the amount of pressure, not only to live up to you're going to be the second place, right? You're the substitute target. Yeah. And this kind of pressure might not be good. I mean, look at Dembele hasn't responded, you could say, to the best pressure at Barca. Maybe it's going to be Ahmad from Atalanta. That's a possibility because, it's hard to say, man. These deals are unpredictable right now, and people do hectic things when the pressure, is on them. And we could see some crazy nonsense happen that is inexplainable. Maybe they do nothing, and they just pause until the winter. That's also a possibility because you don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah, we saw that with Bruno Fernandes last season when they got him in the winter transfer window. But wait, does he want a toy, or what does he? Do you want to put
exactly? Right. That becomes a question too. It's always on the player's shoulders in terms of what they want to do. Sorry about that. Hold on. I have to get my son situated with something really quick.
Okay.
I'm alone. Here you go, buddy. All right. All right. Yeah, so in respects to the players' willingness also.
Yeah.
I think you have to rely on that. They are human beings after all.
Okay, and also let's move to some Ghanaian interest where Tariq Lamptey, he has Ghanaian roots, and he's been linked with Bayern Munich. There's been reports that after missing out on Serginho Dest, he might be the next target. Is there any truth to that report?
Yeah, of course there's truth to it. The reality is right now, I think the asking price is, above 20 million, and Bayern, are putting up substitute numbers right now. I mean, his plans are to be like a backup of sorts. And I don't like that move. The move doesn't make much sense to me because he left Chelsea because of limited playing time, situations like that. Now you see him doing well at Brighton. Why would he want to go back to being a backup for Ben Pavard, in the sorts of their other investments they already have seriously invested in? They're right now, I think Brighton is smart to stick on a high valuation for him because he's tied in for a little bit longer. And the worst thing you can see, I mean, you look at what Bayern's just done. We see Quizon just left, right? I mean, Bayern have some young talent, but the talent is useless if they're not getting the repetition they need to develop themselves. And it's foolish for a youngster to go to a team like Bayern where, I mean, you have talented players that get limited time. I mean, that's a mental obstacle as well to deal with, at a club like Bayern. Bayern's not Dortmund, all right? They're not giving the green light to anybody, any young kid with talent, So, and that could also weigh on a young talent too. It could stagnate his progress, and that's the worst thing you can see, right? Because the shelf life is so short, for footballers in this prime age where they're finding themselves and making a name for themselves. They have to continue that progress. Worst thing to do is impede that and become a rotated player. Yeah, it's the best club in the world right now, Bayern Munich, but still, I mean, come on, that badge of honor is only so valuable, when you're not putting up the minutes. What, buddy? Yeah, hold on. He dropped his Spider-Man Lego and he's having a fit.
All right, so Chris, quickly before we do go in 20 seconds, from where you do stand, the Sancho deal, is it happening for Manchester United or not?
With the interaction I've had with his representative, I would say I would hold on to a small, a glimmer of hope, but I'm resistant to express it, just because of what I've read in all the reports. I have to give some credibility to that, but I know that his agent, his representatives like to move quietly in the night. So that does open it up. Maybe, Man United and their fans get the Christmas gift early that they've been waiting for.
All right. Thank you very much, Chris. And you can quietly go back to your babysitting. Well, sorry for disturbing your early morning bonding period with your child. That was Chris Harrington, and he works with the DW Sports there. And if you heard his last part, well, there might be a glimmer of hope for Manchester United fans, as he says that according to his representatives, there might be something in this deal. So Manchester United have less than about 72 hours to the end of the transfer window. We'll be seeing whether that is completed, or we do see the alternatives that have been mentioned in the names of Ousmane Dembele, and the likes of Sarr as well. But let's now move to the Champions League, where Manchester United themselves did qualify and were put in a difficult group, and we'll be checking the group stages just about now. See, in Group A, we have champions Bayern Munich drawn with Thomas Partey's Atletico Madrid and Salzburg and Lokomotiv Moscow. Group B has 13 times winners Real Madrid drawn alongside Shakhtar Donetsk, Conte's International, and then Borussia Mönchengladbach. Group C, Pep Guardiola's Man City are drawn alongside Porto, Olympiacos, and Marseille. And Liverpool, who are the champions of England, drawn with Mohamed Kudus's Ajax, Atalanta, and then Midtjylland. We then have Sevilla, Chelsea, Krasnodar, and Stade Rennes in Group E. In Group G is Juventus, FC Barcelona, Dynamo Kiev, and Ferencvaros. And then in Group F, we have Zenit St. Petersburg. Sanchez Dortmund will still be playing for Dortmund in the Champions League. We'll see about that. Lazio and then Club Brugge. And then Istanbul, Leipzig, Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain are in the final Group H.
Watching the AM show, here's a very important announcement for you. We're launching this year's Joy News Habitat Fair today. The launch is at the EcoBank head office, but this year is the EcoBank Habitat Fair 2020, and it's under the theme, what credible alternatives for shelter are there in Ghana if affordable housing will forever remain a mirage? The fair will be launched at the EcoBank head office today, Friday, 2nd of October at 4 p.m. Attendance is strictly by invitation. Catch all the action live here, though, on Joy News and on our social media platforms. The Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and sponsored by Ganaba Properties. Experience affordable luxury. DBS Roofing Papa Pamphie, Duraplast Limited, manufacturers of high-quality UPVC and HDPE pipes, fittings, rotational molded products, and associated accessories. And also the Plan City Extension Project, rent to own, they say. So join us as we launch this year's Habitat Fair, which is in collaboration with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. It will be live here on Joy News at 4 p.m. So like we say, every year, if you're looking to own a house, you're thinking of investing, and we know one of the safest areas is this area, which is housing. You can invest in housing. And then you might want to just watch, listen to the launch and see how you can also get involved. And in the end, make some really, really good investment in the year that has been very difficult. But if you're able to invest in this year, then you know that you can make some good returns on it. Now, let's talk about our Friday challenge, where I am asking you to sing the second stanza of the Ghana National Anthem and send that video to me. We will also open the phone lines a bit later on, and then you can call me and sing it to me. And I've got some judges watching the show. They'll tell us who's won in the end. But we've received some of the videos. So here we go with the entries that came through.
Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow. Steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength, of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever their call may be, to save thee, Ghana, now and forevermore. In every need, whatever their call may be, to save thee, Ghana, now and forevermore.
I think I like that he's got a very good voice. I don't know if everything he says is right, though, and the way he's singing it. If you think you can do, shall we say, better than that, or if you have a very good voice and you're obviously proud of Ghana, you want to do the second stanza for us. But here's another video that we got.
Hail to the name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow. Steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with all gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in maids or storm, in every need, whatever call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and evermore. In every need, whatever call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and evermore. Thank you.
Well, thank you to ladies and gentlemen. Right now, that's my favorite video. Let's see if there will be another one that can be more outstanding than what we've seen. But I think kindly add your name when you send the video so that I know who is sending. But thank you so much. You sing really well. Well, our first singer, maybe he didn't think he did quite a good job, so he sent us a second video. Let's check it out.
The third stanza. Raise high the flag of Ghana, and one with Africa advance, black star of hope and honor, to all who thirst for liberty, where the banner of Ghana freely flies, may the way to freedom truly lie. Arise, arise, all sons of Ghana land, and under God march on forevermore. Arise, arise, all sons of Ghana land, and under God march on forevermore.
Okay, more respect. He actually did the third stanza, and the challenge is only asking you to do the second one. Here I was thinking he was going to remake the earlier video, but he took even a tougher one by doing the third stanza. But the challenge is only asking you to do the second stanza of the Ghana national anthem. Here's another video.
Hail to thy name, O Ghana, to thee we make our swollen vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gift of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in midst or storm, in every need, whatever call may be, to serve the God now and evermore.
Oh, I like this one too. But why am I receiving entries from only men, even though they have really, really good voices? I didn't think that it would be this good, but this is even getting tougher because it's getting more competitive, I guess, because of the voices doing the singing. I really like it. Kindly add your name when you send us that video and keep watching. In the end, we will see whose video made it for us on the Friday AM challenge. Here's another video from Evans. Has raised the bar for us, and so we've called up Evans. You know, they say when the music is nice, you play it twice. That's why we played it twice and even called him on top of it. So good morning to you, Evans.
Good morning.
Chaleba, we did play. I mean, it's a Friday, and then you've taken it a whole level with the organ. Is this real? Like, were you actually playing live?
Oh yes, I had a call in my room, and I just did it.
Oh, wow. Well, we thank you. This is amazing. And this is very professional. So what do you do?
Actually, I'm a musician. I did my first degree at Winneba, my master's at Legon.
Oh.
And now I'm teaching at VRA International School.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, we salute you. Thank you very much. I'm going to be playing this in the course of the program, like throughout. Maybe we can have another musician try to beat what you've done, but I don't think we will. But I really appreciate the professionalism that you put on this challenge for us this morning.
That's all I can do. Thank you.
Thank you, Evans. Evans, where do you live? Where are you? Where in Ghana?
Akusi.
In Akusi.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm with the VRA school, the VRA Enclave. Yes.
Okay, all right, great. Enjoy the day. Keep watching us. We thank you very much.
Thank you too.
All right, that's Evans. And I didn't think a professional musician would take on the challenge, but he did. And he did it amazingly as well for us. Listen, I'm opening the phone lines right now. If you can't do the video, you certainly can give me a call on 030221 21169 and then 03, the number is on the screen. You can give me a call, and if you don't have the words, don't worry, we can put the words also on the screen so that you can sing along the second stanza of the national anthem. That's our challenge today. And thanks to Evans. But I haven't forgotten the second video that we also watched. I think that was also really good. All the videos we've seen, but the second one in Evans tops all for me this morning. If you think you can beat it, it's our Friday challenge. Give me a call right now. And whilst I wait for your phone calls, also reminding you that you still can send me those videos on 0540-109-009. I've got a musician who will join us in the studio later this morning to give us some live music. We'll have a conversation on the back of that as well. Jacob is in Nyanya. Now, Jacob, good morning.
Good morning.
Jacob, are you a musician?
No, I'm not a musician.
Okay. But you're ready to take on the challenge?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear you.
Hail to the name of Ghana, we make us to learn fast, fast to build together, a nation strong in unity, we have all mind and strength. And I beg, let the other words also go up outside.
Okay, faster. Okay, faster.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. So, if I gave all mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in the midst of storm, and every need or ever be the cause, lady, Ghana now.
How about the evermore?
Every need, whatever they cause.
How about the evermore, Jacob? I didn't hear the evermore. How well do you think you did, Jacob?
I did well, but the last end.
At the last end. So out of 10, how many points should I give you?
I will mark myself 6.5.
6.5. Okay. All right, Jacob. Thank you very much for joining in on this challenge. Let's go to Samuel. Samuel is in Ekumfi Otuam. Samuel?
Hello, Mama B.
Yes, thank you for calling. Is it raining in your area?
Oh, no. It didn't rain.
Okay, so it's drizzling in some parts of Accra. That's why I asked. Okay, are you ready to sing? Are you a musician, an organist?
Mama B, please. I am not any of them. I just called to vote for the Evans guy. He did excellent job.
Okay. So you're not calling to sing, you're calling to vote.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Not at all. I don't have to sing, so I think it's cool.
Okay, all right, Samuel. Well, thank you.
So much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. So 1 point there from Samuel to Evans. Maybe because of what Samuel has done, why don't you can decide not to sing, but you can choose to vote for somebody who has sang. That's also acceptable. Joyce is in Agona Nkwanta, the First Lady. Good morning, Joyce. Hello, Joyce.
Hello, Madam. Good morning.
Oh, Madam, good morning to you. How are you?
I'm fine, Madam.
Okay, great. So, you're ready to sing?
Yes.
All right. Do you already have the words, or you want me to put the words on the screen for you so you can sing along?
Please bring the word on the screen.
Okay.
I want to see from the screen.
All right, it's right there. So if you're ready, let's go.
Okay.
Joyce, we're ready.
Okay.
Can we go in 3, 2, 1? Let's go.
Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow. Steadfast to grow together. A nation strong in unity. With a gift of mind and strength of arms. Whether night or day, in the midst of storm. In every need, what elder call me be to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore.
Is there somebody singing like backing you?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just the television then. Well, how well do you think you did?
Hello?
How well do you think you did?
Hello, I can hear you.
Oh, Joyce, try and hear me. I'm asking you to score yourself. So out of 10, how many points would you give yourself?
Okay, I'll give 8 over 10.
8 over 10?
Yes.
Oh, incredible. Well, thank you for scoring yourself 8 over 10. Thank you for taking on this challenge, Joyce.
Thank you.
All right, great. Joyce from Agona Nkwanta there. Magdalene is in Abeka. Magdalene, good morning.
Good morning, please.
Oh, Magdalene.
Yes.
It is Vimo. Are you ready?
Yes, please, I'm ready.
Okay.
But the words are not on the telly.
Oh, we will put it there. No, it's right there. So let's hear you.
Okay.
Magdalene.
Hail to the name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow. Steadfast to build together. A nation strong in unity. With a gift of mind and strength of arm. Where the night are yet in the midst of storm. In every need, one and the promise, says God, now and evermore. In every need, whatever promise, says God, now and forevermore.
Whoa! I thought you did amazing, Magdalene. But
thank you.
Out of 10 points, how many would you give yourself?
11.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You're very brave, but you sang really well. So thank you very much for joining the challenge.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye for now. That's Magdalene in Abeka. Ebenezer is in Teshi. Good morning, Ebenezer.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Are you ready to sing for us?
Of course.
Okay, great. Let's hear you.
Please put the words on the screen.
Right there. It is. Amen?
Yeah, please put the words on the screen.
Oh, the words are on the screen right now.
Hail to the name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow. Steadfast to build together. A nation strong in unity. With a gift of might and strength of arm. Whether night or day, in the midst of storm. In every need, whatever it be, to serve thee, God. now, forevermore. Every knee, whatever shall begun, now and evermore.
Ew. Eben, did you ever sing this back in school?
No, please.
Did you know that there was a second and third stanza?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what score would you give yourself out of 10?
9.
9. That's really high. Well, you sang really good, so I think you deserve it. Thank you very much, Ebenezer.
Welcome.
All right, Ebenezer from Teshi scoring himself 9 out of 10. Magdalene doing 11 out of 10 as well. We got Jacob and Samuel voting for Evans, and Joyce also joining from Aguna and Kwanta. Well, you can send me the videos if you can record yourself singing the second stanza, the national anthem, and send it to us on the WhatsApp number that we keep putting on the screen. Okay, before we take a breather, let's go to Maxwell from Gorso. Good morning, Maxwell.
Good morning, madam.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to do the second stanza for us?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's hear you.
Okay, can you put it on the screen for me?
It is right there, sir.
Okay. Yes, please.
We're waiting.
Okay. Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make a solemn vow, steadfast to build together.
Did we confuse you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we please come down, okay? Let him see. So.
Okay.
All right. Please continue.
Please come down.
You want to start from the top?
Yes, please.
Okay,
yes, please.
let's start from the top for him. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go, please. Hello, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go.
Yes.
Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make a solemn vow, steadfast to build together, a nation strong in unity, with a gift of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in the face of storm, in every need, what the call may be, hefty, Ghana now and evermore. In every need, what the call may be, to save thee, Ghana now and evermore. Thank you.
Thank you, but don't run off. What score would you give yourself?
Please come again.
What score would you give yourself out of 10?
Oh, any score that you want.
Because I had your baby, I want to give you a really high score.
Yeah.
So let me give you 9 out of 10.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for reaching out from God. So my my last caller though is Samuel from Afram Plains. Hello, Samuel. Good morning. Hello, Samuel. Do I have Samuel on the line? Okay, I think I lost Samuel. But we're going to end it with some more videos, and we will definitely hear the professional Evans put in his voice and playing the organ for us this morning. And you can also send your entries. I'm not picking any more phone calls, but you can send me your entries if you're doing the video.
Hail to thy name, O Ghana. Today we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together. of might and strength of might, whether night or day, in the midst of storm, in every need, whatever come and be to send me Ghana, now and evermore. In every need, whatever come and be to send me Ghana, now and evermore. Hail to thy name, O Ghana. Today we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with a gift of might and strength of might, whether night or day, in the midst of storm, in every need, whatever come and be to send me Ghana, now and evermore. In every need, whatever come and be to send me Ghana, now and evermore.
Thy name, O Ghana. Today we make a solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with a gift of height and strength of arm, whether night or day, in the midst of storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and evermore. In every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and evermore. Raise high the flag of Ghana, one with Africa advance, black star of hope and honor, to all who thirst for liberty, where the banner of Ghana freely flies, may the way to freedom truly lies. Arise, arise, O sons of Ghana land, and under God march on forevermore. Arise, arise, O sons of Ghana land, and under God march on forevermore.
I no go lie me, I no go do shakara, oh baby, oh. Only your water, I go fit to the quench fire, oh baby, oh. I go fit to spending my money, give you cassava, shower my love on you. I go fit to kill the person, I go shamayama for you, oh. I go fit to kill the person, I go shamayama for you. What's the money, you know? What's the money, you know? Oh, what's the money, you know? Only a matter, I go to carry for head, yo. Madama, this girl, she dey giving me ginger, oh. Only a matter, I go to carry for head, yo. Madama, this girl, she dey giving me ginger, oh.
Am I giving you ginger?
Of course, this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But good morning. Thank you. Thank you for being on the show. Sugar Lord.
Yes.
What's the name that your father gave you?
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the Kapute that you know.
Oh, so this is how far the Lord has brought you.
This is how far the Lord has brought me. You're so thankful, and I'm so excited to be on your show this morning.
Well, we thank you for waking up super early to be here.
Yeah.
I know how that is. So, but listen, I saw your tribute on the 3 Music Awards. And that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So what kind of music do you generally, I know that you're a guitarist, you also sing really well, you have an amazing voice.
For now, Afrobeat.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe musicians evolve over time, so you have Beyonce singing normal, like, R&B. Tomorrow she's doing some gospel, she's doing so, but I think it's season. So for now, let's take Afrobeat high life.
So the time will come when you do Agbaja or something like that?
Of course, people should expect. I'm a musician. And so, just anything, the music, we are about the music.
Can I beg you to do a little bit of the Mobroa,
Oh, okay, here.
Yeah?
Kwanam kutamikoa mayatintewu from abomia na miyedeni ya no me friend to magunti kosi mi die pipragro asem to mi sesia okachire fu oni wai asem to mi sesia di ma vokra ni wai mami owunye enata no ni bio me jakusia deso papa ni semuni pio ti me jemi wo
why don't you do high life?
Yeah, I have a high life song. It's called Media. Yeah, it's very high life linked.
Yeah,
that's the first record I did, and my first song out there. It was released in February.
Okay,
yeah.
So listen, you're actually going to play for us. You might want to. I don't know where you're going to begin from, but I definitely want to hear the high life song of yours. So over to you. We'll have a lot more conversations after this. Okay, so this is all yours, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sugar Lord.
Siki abatabo michai chana odomenya we Maria Penna me frewa bro yeah yes my issue what do you me high and my be brave would on it kai me frewa bro. See, I've been searching for a long time, searching for the right one, but I found none like you. Oh girl, a day would I move for? A day would I have lit up? What a way, yeah. So many wow. Every time I watch them, send me the annual. Send me the annual. Yeah. Missy watch them. Send me the annual. Send me the annual. Missy watch them. Send me the annual. So many wow. Yeah. I love you to the end of Yehovah. The friend I call with the pet back on my course. Minido, my fat dress can I ubanti me so there. Bensi for you. Yay. And no ma what's it now what to boom. Tasima Michelle Kawanya we don't do. Yeah. And in them you could talk about whom to make the power number the Wako Europe. Yeah. Make us a mention love down go te. Ride the low tempo, the meet in a wally. Me dog, me grow, me the bit by pipe, could bet to tell the whole world. I love you. Every time I send me the annual. Send me the annual. Yeah. Send me the annual. Send me the wow. Let's get funky a little. Say, conversation is going round. People talking about the girl who's come to town. Lovely lady like Mama V. Pretty as can be. No one knows her name, she's just a mystery. I have seen her maybe once or twice. One thing I know, she's very nice. Pretty lady, the one I want to be with. Miss Frisky lady, say take me away. She's fresh, she's fresh, she's fresh, she's fresh. Send me the annual, send me the annual, yeah. Send me the annual. Yeah, so that's media for you.
Hey. I like humor. You know, there's something about getting the artist to perform live, but you're good. Like you kind of change like that. Yeah, how did it all begin for you?
I started doing music and singing, you know, when I was very tender. At that time, I didn't have the guitar. I didn't know how to learn the guitar.
Okay.
But so as time goes on, I realized, no, I have to add, you know, this whole guitar thing.
Okay.
So I started learning in the university, and after the university, yeah.
Okay. Which school did you go to?
University of Cape Coast.
You went to the University of Cape Coast. You didn't study music there, did you?
No, I didn't do music.
So what did your father send you to Cape Coast to go and do?
Bachelor of Management Studies.
Oh, so you're managing music now?
Yeah, but I actually am a software developer.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and I also learned that like on the job after school.
Okay.
Yeah, so after school I also picked that, and like, you know, I'm doing that and I'm practicing.
How did you learn the guitar though? Was it on YouTube or something?
Yeah, mostly videos on YouTube.
Okay.
You know, and then self-discipline. You know, I had this friend. He was a fiancé thing. He was like, "Even you have to sit down and learn. Sit down and learn it. Be serious with it." So I just had to sit down, you know, discipline myself and just.
How long did it take you to master it?
Say a year or two.
Yeah,
to master like this, you know, and play on this level.
Yeah. But what's the whole inspiration? I mean, why did you feel a need to focus and discipline yourself with the music and the playing of the guitar?
Because I believe it's a talent that God gave me, and I believe in making change, you know, positive change, you know, in my society and in my world. And one thing I believe is, you know, God has given us that talent, you know, for us to be able to give back. Because the talent is not even about us; it's about serving people.
Sure.
It's about making your fans happy. It's about entertaining them. And so I believe, you know, so I was like, okay, let me do this, you know, on a professional level.
Okay.
And then I'm looking at, you know, making positive change, in part, giving good music, talking about love, because, you know, we can't live without love.
You're a player, eh?
Oh, I'm not.
The way you're singing, you're looking at me in the corner and you play hard, huh?
I don't play ball.
Okay. You don't play ball, huh?
I don't play ball.
Okay, good. You're a good guy.
I'm a good guy.
Stay that way.
Good guy.
But listen, where's because, you know, for how long have you professionally been doing music?
Professionally, it's not up to 2 years. Let's say a year and a few months.
Okay.
Yeah,
were you looking up to anybody in particular? Were you saying, oh, I want to sing like that, I want to perform like that? Because you're a great performer, so I was watching your movement.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of musicians. I listen wide.
Okay.
And I don't say, you know, this person, you know, I listen wide. I listen to everybody, and even looking at the new school guys and even upcoming people that are doing stuff. You know, I just listen to people and I'm inspired. I'm like, oh. But for the guitar, I remember one night I was watching a TV show, and this lady came on the show, Asha.
Okay.
Nigeria.
Oh.
And, you know, she picked the guitar and then she was playing. I was like, God, I just want to do that, you know, for myself.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to be able to play and sing for myself so that I enjoy it myself. You understand? And I added the guitar and I started learning. And God being so good, it has become, you know, something big that people are demanding. So I think I've taken my time to become what, and I've watched the greats like Richard Bona, Salif Keita. I love the new guys, Kiddy, Kim Promise. I watch them a lot. I learn from them. Kwame Eugene. You know,
you're like an explorer because you're going to Nigeria, then you go to America, you're going everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. I listen to Pharrell Williams a lot. Yeah.
Nice.
And that's the funk.
Yeah. So this is it for you. I mean, are you, because you said you're a software developer, have you abandoned it?
No. I do that when I have the time to, and when a course, you know, I just do something.
Okay. Your guitar wants to play. So is there something more that you want to do for us?
Of course. Let me do this for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you want to do this for me? So I can soak it in properly, since you don't play ball. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah. So mama, give me love. Now you dey catch my shot. For your sake, I go church. Yeah, we go drive around before my Porsche. So baby, pana, they say you like wahala. I get you wahala, baby, pana. Anywhere that you go, I go follow you to go. Oh, baby, pana. They say you like cassava, I get to be cassava, baby, pana. My love for you will never die, never die. Eva, oh baby, Eva. Baby, you too sweet, Eva Japa. Now baby, dance it to the lavaja. Make I take you to Bakwalata. Eva, oh baby, Eva. Baby, you too sweet, Eva Japa. Now baby, dance it to the lavaja. Make I take you to when him wachi aunka una movie any day see that ne kunyo atene ne wara new day adayo new day adayo new day adayo new day say one your child, see you have taken my love, oh. I cannot understand how I'm feeling. You are my woman crush, oh. Wanyoma, see in a makamis, yo. Away, yeah. See, baby, me no go let you go. Yeah. And I'll always be all over. For your sake, I will really show you love that you never. When him, be any.
Sarah out here. You will not let me go.
Good boy.
Oh, damn, you're really good. I'll take you to Dabala, eh?
Of course, I'm ready.
Do you know where Dabala is?
No, but I'm ready.
But listen, you're releasing a new song tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm releasing a new song tomorrow.
Yeah?
It's called Fantasy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Fantasy.
You've been fantasizing about who exactly?
Not necessarily about someone,
okay.
But personally, for me, it's a dream for me to be here. You know, are the things that I think about musically, where I want to go. I believe, you know, those fantasies are coming true for me.
Okay.
So, it's a song to inspire everybody to dream. Yeah, just, you know, just daydream, you know, just dream big, fantasize, whatever, because nobody can imprison the power of your imagination. And so, you know, people should just fantasize. And I believe some of your fantasies can come true.
Absolutely. So this will be the 5th single?
It's going to be the 4th. Actually.
The 4th single.
Yeah, the 4th single, actually. And so I'm doing a release party somewhere around Wager. And so
are old women like me invited to the release party?
Oh. Of course.
Okay. So this is what, Wager you said?
Yeah, Wager.
Okay. Are you inviting everybody?
Yeah, I'm inviting a lot of people in the music industry.
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming there. And there's going to be a lot of music, a lot of fun, and a lot of, you know, bliss on the night.
Nice. Yeah. Just give us your handles, your social media handles, so people can get more information on that.
So you can follow me on Instagram. Sugar Lord is SHUGALORD. SHUGALORD. And on Twitter is Sugar Lord GH. And then Facebook is Sugar Lord.
Why Sugar Lord though?
It's a name actually that was, you know, bestowed on me. I went to sing somewhere. And they were like, hey, you have a sweet voice, you're like sugar. I don't know how they could taste my voice though, but like, so like, you know, from there, they started, you know, I was like, okay.
What was your nickname back at UCC?
I don't have a nickname. I really have
Masa. Is it that you don't find it pleasant, so you wanted to quickly hide it?
I didn't have a nickname. People just used to call me Eben.
Okay.
Yeah, just Eben.
So now you're Sugar Lord.
Yeah, now I'm Sugar.
Your mom knows you're Sugar Lord?
Yeah, my mom knows I'm Sugar Lord.
Has she ever called you Sugar Lord, baby?
Yeah. I felt some way. I was like, where did you get to do that? Yeah, so it's cool. It's cool. With
nice. But where did you grow up?
A lot of places. I didn't have the privilege to stay with my mom and dad at the same time, and so I was everywhere. They were so
They say everywhere. Because you know what I was thinking? I was thinking Osu maybe.
Yeah, I've lived in Osu.
Okay.
I've lived in Labadi. I've lived in Tesha. I've lived in Awosha. I've lived in Dansoman. I've lived marriage every.
So you're like a proper Accra boy.
Yeah, I'm a proper Accra boy.
And then
but
when
I'm
you went to, oh, you're not down. Oh, yeah. Nice.
But I'm a proper.
You
Accra
speak?
Boy. I speak a little.
Oh, you've made music in Adam before, like in Krobo?
Yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah?
Yeah, very soon.
Oh, it's not the one you're releasing tomorrow?
No, it's not the one I'm releasing tomorrow.
Oh, have you ever sung in Krobo before?
Yeah.
Apart from the one you're releasing, is it a song?
Yes,
Can I hear
I'm still working on it.
Can I? How about when you went to Cape Coast? Did you learn any fancy?
Yeah, I learned some fancy.
So you've done some fancy music too?
Banana.
Why banana? Are you serious? Really? Out of everything?
Yeah, out of everything. Okay, and a few phrases. Like,
okay.
Oh yeah, whoa. Oh yeah,
okay.
whoa means like it's very cold.
It's cold, yeah.
Yeah, it's very cold. So I'm standing at your door. It's very cold outside. So.
Oh, that's what you were doing to the ladies?
No.
Okay. Bad mind. Sorry. Okay. All right. Listen. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you so much.
Is there a last one that we can wrap up with?
Is
there a traditional Ga song? Because you're a Ga boy.
Yeah. You want to hear traditional Ga?
I want to. Yes. Just by way of wrapping up with you.
Yeah.
And then people will catch up with you on social media. I'll see you maybe inside Bowie.
Sure.
All right.
No jinyo sekula dani minkebo basane shami nungo yimi kejelebi kagbegbe kena shina la chako ni chamiya wadani minkebo riye sumoye mo kemli ngomwe oni mi jegbe mile inna me kemi dre kora Anies Mojo Maria Jolly Maria Ao mebe crani obasimomi Jafoni Suesi Asolia Kasi obakeni Maria Nami Mopa Mebe crani obasimomi Yafonu Suesi Oh, Asolia Kasi obakeni Maria Yeah, apple like I'm mobeni or mommy I kinda like a Makaile non-chle me clank Wash a woman Me was more Te was more Wash a boy La chako ni chamia Wadani mi keboriye Sumoya mo kemli ngomo ikoni mi jegbe mile Dena me feke mi dre kora Agnes Mambuja Maria
I want to give him a hug. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're good. Damn. But do you know who I was thinking about also as I was looking at you? Well, it's the quarterfinals of the National Science and Maths Quiz. The first live contest will be at 9 a.m. just in less than 30 minutes. The schools competing, though, Opokowari School is coming against Wesley Girls and Holy Child. A bit about Opokowari. They're yearning to lift their third trophy this year. The first won it in 1997, the second in 2002. They are seeking to end their 18-year trophy drought this year. Best run in 2019. They went to the semi-finals where Presec crushed them and Adisado College to make it to the grand finale. So OWAS came into this year's competition as a seeded school. And at the 1-8 stage, they beat Agogo State College and Zabzugu Senior High to make it to the quarterfinals. Their worst defeat was in 2018 when they lost to the first-timers Sunrise Senior High School. In 2018, Wegehe, they came into this year's competition. So from Owas, let's talk about Wegehe, because Wegehe is also in this competition that starts at 9. They came as a seeded school, just like Opokuwari, after making it to the semi-finals in 2019, but lost to St. Peter's. Tepa Senior High School was also in that context. We're the first girls' school to make it to the finals. Unfortunately, they lost the 1999 trophy to regional rivals in Fansipim School. Wesley Girls High School has an enviable reputation, though they've not won the competition before. It remains the only girls' school and among a few schools that have never participated in the regional qualifiers. They've consistently been seeded, and the least stage they get to is the quarterfinals. So would it be a goodbye at this very stage where we are going to, or they're going to go beyond that this year? We wait to see. That's in this first contest that's coming up at 9 a.m. We'll be linking to Maxwell Agbagba on the ground, but let's talk about Holy Child before we go to the ground and speak to Maxwell Agbagba ahead of the contest. Holiko, they continue their journey at the preliminary stage of the national championship, where they were successful. They maintained their formidable form by snatching the seeded spot from Utibuateng Senior High School in Kintampo at the 1-8 stage. They're hoping to make it past the quarterfinals when they come up against, of course, Wesley Hills and Opokuwari. So coincidentally, all three schools won their 1A stage contest with 46 points. So who will go beyond the 46? Will they even get to the 46, and will they cross the 46? Would it be a girls' school this year? We wait to see, but this promises to be very exciting and very competitive as well. Let's cross over now and join Maxwell Agbagba, who is on the ground for the analysis ahead of the competition. Maxwell, if you can hear me before Maxwell comes through though, we want to say a big thank you to Bright Senior High School in Kokrantumi. They make it possible for us to bring you the live contest and all the conversations around it. Also, Adonko Hand Sanitizer and Adonko Next Level Energy Drink, and DBS Roofing Papa Parfie. Over to you, Maxwell.
Maxwell is standing by. Thank you very much, Mama V. This is the day the Lord has made. You know, this is the day we've been waiting for, and it's the quarterfinals of the 2020 National Science and Maths Quiz. I know a lot of people have been waiting for today, and finally, we are here, right here on the stage of the here at the R.S. Amigashi Auditorium, here at the University of Ghana Business School. In some minutes, though, you see the contestants, walking up the stage. Many of them are getting their makeup right now. Quiz moderator Dr. Elsie Fakofman is also right here. In some minutes, you see them on stage. But before that, though, we have a short discussion, and I'm privileged. We have with us here one of the sponsors of the NSMQ, Wilson Agbeko. He's the marketing manager for Allah Foods Ghana Limited, producers of Dano Milk. Yeah, and we also have, I can say our own, managing director for Primetime Limited. She's Naneki Ankumasa. She's also here, with us. You're welcome to join us.
Thank you. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning to everybody. Let me start off with you, Nanekia. Nanekia, quarterfinals, your assessment of the 1-8 stage.
Oh, well, it went very well. We had some surprises, a few shocks, but it's normal with NSMQ to get some shocks along the way, and some really excellent performances. I must say that I was really impressed with St. Peter's. That even though they got 1 out of 10 for the problem of the day, they still made 68 points. I think that was excellent. They certainly are a team to watch. Yeah. I also think that the Kumasi Anglican Supercars, they're also a good team to watch. St. Augustine's also looks to be in good form. Okay. And it's been interesting. It's been interesting. I was very impressed with Ola Girls.
Yeah, true.
Very impressed with all our girls. I'm so happy for them.
Yeah. I think that story is one that inspires confidence because I remember in the Volta region, the quiz mistress had cause to advise them to go back to the drawing board. I think the ladies did that and they came back and kicked out a seed at school, like Chimu, SHS. Quite impressive.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me find out from you, Wilson. Wilson, do you mind telling us the school you attended?
I went to Maoli School.
Oh, Maoli School. Oh, you are out of the competition.
Yeah, we are out of the competition, but
so sorry.
We are glad the ladies have made it to the quarterfinals. We are strongly behind them. We have give them all the support to go to the finals. Yeah.
Affiliation matters at this stage.
Yes, I also wanted to single out the Northern School of Business, Osino Presby and Ibri Presby.
Yeah.
We are watching out for them. One of them, I think they are in contention for the JEB, the Dr. Kwekume Sabunsu Award for the most impressive run, and the Jacob and Elizabeth Banfo Memorial Award for the most impressive one. So we are watching out. We're watching out for them. Yes, they are doing great, and it's wonderful when you see that schools that people don't generally think would do so well at the NSMQ, showing that they've got what it takes to be up there. Yes.
Navasco also kicked out TIMR Sporting, TIMR Kumasi.
Yes. Navasco used to be very strong in the NSMQ and then they dipped, but I'm very happy to see that this year they are on the rise. I'm also happy to see them here. Yes.
Fantastic. Now let's talk about Dano Milk. And let's find out why you came on board as sponsors first of all.
Dano Milk, as we all know, is a food dairy product. We have very good products. It's distributed across the country. Everyone, everywhere, they are clamoring for the product. We came on board purposely to support the vision for this activity, like for science and maths development in the country, and that's the main purpose of coming on board. We want to support this vision and drive it to the end. No country develops without science and maths, and for sustainable development, this is where we need to start from. We are now talking about one district, one factory and all that. And there's no factory that runs without a scientist. There's no factory that runs, if we talk about food, there's no factory that runs without a food factory that runs without a food scientist, the biochemists and all that, the engineers and all the experts in there. So this is like an agenda to secure the future of this country. Yeah.
Okay. Now, we cannot, talk about NSMQ without a girls' schools all the time. It comes up every year. It comes up. When would a girls' school win the National Science and Maths quiz? Last year, Wege Wesley girls got to the semi-finals, very close, but they missed out on it. Do you think we have any force girls' school that can get to the semi-finals this year?
I think the girls' schools in the quarterfinals have what it takes to get to the semi-finals. The most important thing is how they handle the stress on stage, because sometimes when they are behind, they tend to give up a little too easily. The fighting spirit is not there sometimes, and I don't know, but it seems like sometimes the audience also gets to them. But what we want all the girls' schools to do, in fact, I want all the schools to do, is to go there and fight till the very end. Because sometimes some schools start by leading, and by the time you get to the fifth round, they've lost the match. And some start by trailing, and then they win the match at the end. It's happened many, many times. Over here, even at the 1/8, it happened many times. So the fact that you are trailing by 5 points, 10 points, round 1, round 2, doesn't mean that you will lose it. You just need to keep your focus and fight. That's all you need to do. And I hope that a girls' school goes all the way to the finals and wins the competition. It's just sad that we are meeting two of the strongest girls today. One or both of them may go home. And
because, I mean, Opokuwari, they've won the NSMQ before. In fact, it's difficult to actually tell which is going to win because in their previous contest, all of them had 46 points.
Yes.
So really, but for some pundits, they think that Opokuwari school actually, comparatively, they met a tougher side than because they came up against Agogo State College. Yeah, Agogo State College, I think, in that contest. But they still, they still won and then, progressed. So comparatively, Opokuwari, what do you think? Opokuwari, Wesley Girls, Holy Child.
No, at this point, I would encourage if we could, if it was possible to let two girls' schools move on. I will encourage the girls' schools as Holy Co and Wesley Girls to beat Opokuwari and take them out of the contest because we had enough. We've got enough of the boys' schools taking. It's been monotonous. It's making it one way, So we want the girls to win, and I will really encourage the Holy Child and Wesley to really whip Opokuwari today so that they can move on to the next stage.
The Opokuwari students, they are not very happy with you.
I know they wouldn't be happy with me, but that's what we stand for. We know the name Opokuwari may seem intimidating to some of them, but it's about inner strength. The girls should just pull out, push everything possible, and whip. I just not beat them, whip them properly, and take them out of the contest.
Remotely but closely connected to NSMQ. I was listening to the Super Morning Show on Joy FM this morning, and they were talking about some of the things that people, used to put in their, chabos when you're going to school. And today we are talking about Dano milk. Yeah, some people talked about, two kinds of shito. One which is like really strong. If the senior asks, you were listening to. You were listening. Tell me, what are some of the things that, weird things you put in your chabos?
Oh yeah, back then I remember I never did without Gary. I never did without Gary because I had issues with sleep, and the only way I could sleep was get some heavy soakings just before bed. Wow. That's the only way I could sleep soundly, so I never did without Gary. And if I could remember, bread, of course. I always had some bread with me and all that. Those were interesting days. And of course, we wouldn't do without milk. Yeah, those days it was some other brands, but these days it's Dano milk. No one who gets Dano milk in the chobos is a perfect mix of things they need to put in the chobos.
As for the NAPS school, it certainly must be cornflakes and nothing else.
But I loved biscuit soakings actually, and the Piccadilly, the cabin biscuits. Okay. I loved biscuit soakings, and my grandma used to make achomo. So most of the time, I had achomo in my chop box, and on the first day, my friends would come and gather around and eat all of it. So what I used to do was that I'd take what I wanted out of it and then present the rest. So I could have some achomo to myself.
So Wilson, tell us, what kind of products, I know it's not just Dano, right?
Allah Foods, actually we are, Allah Foods is a food dairy company. Our head office, headquarters is in Denmark. We deal both in the cheeses. It's a complete dairy company. We deal in cheeses. We do the dry milk, that's the powdered milk, and we do the liquid milk as well. Okay. In Ghana now we have the Dano milk, we have the tin, the 400 grams, and we have the flavored category, that's strawberry, coffee, and chocolate, and with the cheeses, which is doing really, really well in modern trade. When we have the regular cheeses, that the cheddar, Havarti, Gouda, and the cream cheese, especially the one that is blowing the mind of most Ghanaians now is the spreadable cheese, and the cheese wedges. Frankly, I will advise everyone to just have a try of it, and I bet you they will not go for any other brand of cheese or milk again. Ghana now, Dano Milk has caught up with everyone, a lot of people. I'll be surprised if someone will say they've not had a taste of Dano Milk yet. The great taste, the quality. You know, one thing that we can boast of at Ala Food is that our company is a farmer-owned company, which means that we take control of the full value chain from grass to glass. You know, every detail of the quality, we monitor it. And I wouldn't. It will just surprise me that from today, if you've not had a Dano Milk yet, you would decide not to go for, but everyone should go for Dano Milk and have a taste of it here. Yeah.
So it means, I mean, if I'm going to school, I can just fill my chop box with, products from Ala Foods, Dano Milk.
We didn't mention is that, with the less endowed schools like the Nobisco, Bree Presby, who are qualified for the semi-finals, quarter-finals, they're also in contention for the Inner Strength Award. You know, Dano Milk is our brand essence, or our position is Inner Strength. We encourage people to make good food choices so that they can build their physical and emotional strength, so that they can take life on. Fine. Because of that, we have instituted this award to reward the less endowed schools who will make it to the finals. I will encourage Wesley and Holiko to beat Opokwari, but I'll be supporting very well the Ebri and the other schools to beat Wesley and others so that they can win the award.
Anyway, Nanekia, your final remarks before.
Yes, so I'd like to say thank you again. I can't say thank you enough. So thank you to all our sponsors, to the Ghana Education Service for all the supports that they've given, in the Ministry of Education, to Absa Bank, Ghana Limited. Thank you so much for the support. Joy News, Goyle, Etel Tigo, YFM, Dano Milk.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much for all that you've done for us. To Prudential Life Insurance, thank you, GTP, to the academic sponsors, Academic City, University College, Accra College of Medicine, Central University. I can't say thank you enough. Third Eye Care Vision Center. I can't say thank you enough. Medifem, multi-specialist hospital. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great. So you just heard from Wilson Agbeko. Wilson is the marketing manager for Ala Foods Ghana Limited, and Aneki Ankumasai, who is the managing director for Primetime Limited. Right about now, though, we're going to speak to some old students who are here at the University of Ghana Business School. We're going to have some interactions with them. Let's find out from them who is winning, which school is winning this particular contest. We have Wesley Girls, we have Opokwari, we have Holy Child. Now, okay, so Opokwari School, they've won the National Science and Maths quiz before. They know how to win it. Holy Child, Wesley Girls, they've never won the National Science and Maths quiz. In fact, no girls' school has ever won the National Science and Maths quiz. Last year, in 2019, Wesley Girls, they got to they managed to get to the semi-finals, though, but they were kicked out at the semi-finals. Now, let's speak to some of the old students who are here, Holy Child old students. Let's find out from them what the mood is like, expectations, ahead of this contest. Let me start off with you. Okay, Nancy, yeah, and then okay. So, what's your name?
My name is Gabi Shere Jr.
Gabi Shere Jr.
Yes, please.
Okay, Opokwari School.
Yes, please.
Okay, and then
my name is Nancy Adesendankwa, an old student of Holy Child School.
Okay, an old student of Holy Child School. Great, fantastic. Good to see you guys. Tell me, what are your expectations ahead of this, contest?
I would say that in the history of this competition, no girls' school has ever sent a WASP packing. So I don't really see.
Wait, no girls' school has sent a WASP packing?
And I don't really see that happening. And trust me, I trust my boys to do justice to these two lovely female high schools. And trust me, there is no way, as I once stated, we're going home so far as this contest is concerned. But better still, I think let me acknowledge the strength this girls' school has shown over the previous. We've met Gehe twice. won 8 2002 when we won the contest. We beat them. We also beat them 2008 when, after beating Prempeh by a whopping 50-point gap, we met Gehe the next contest and beat them by 13-point margin. We've not really met Holy Coast so far as this stage is concerned. But once again, I trust my boys to deliver.
You trust your boys to deliver. Nancy, you've heard all of that statistics. But let me just say that we tried getting, a rep from Wesley Girls, but we didn't get any rep from Wesley Girls. Maybe if there's someone here in the audience who would want to join the conversation, we'd love to speak to them, but we tried getting someone from Wesley Girls. We didn't get any person. Nancy, you've heard all that he's saying. What should he expect from the ladies from Holy Child?
See, our motto in Holy Child is factor non-verbal, actions, not words. So I'm not going to speak a lot. Our actions alone will speak for us. But then we are ushering a new era. This 2020, new things will come up. For all you know, a girls' school is going to win. I'm rooting for everyone female. So whether Holy Child or Wesley Girls, personally, I want Holy Child to win. But then at this point in time, whether Holy Child or Wesley Girls, I don't mind. I just want a female school to win.
I schooled here in the Greater Accra region, so I don't have a lot of information about. Is there any rivalry between Wesley Girls and Holy Child?
It's not a rivalry per se, but it's more of a healthy competition. We are like sisters. Okay. We are like sisters. Sometimes you hate each other. Who's a big sister? I like to say Holy Child is.
Really? Why?
Because, we've been there. But, Wesley Girls, we are still learning from them, and they're also learning from us. So probably we are twins. I think that's the safest thing to say right now, that we are twins. But then, basically, we just
would you call some friends? Would you say Holy Child, Wesley Girls friends?
Yes, at this point in time, there is a competition, but then, like I said, we are like siblings. There are some days you hate each other because you want to win, but then there are some days you want each other to win. So at this point in time, we are siblings. We are rooting for each other because the girls' school has to win.
I think Nancy narrowed the whole thing to more or less like being a feminist. We the guys from Poko High School, trust me, we really like girls from the other side, especially St. Louis.
Wait, did you say you really like girls from the other side?
Of course. We love girls' schools. You get it? We have a big heart for them, but we have our women to be St. Louis Senior High School, notwithstanding. What I want to say is that this is not a battle for, feminism or whatsoever. I'm a feminist myself, but I trust, so far as this contest is concerned, we should put all the romance and the lovely affinities aside and deal with the contest. So for the next 2.5 hours, we are putting all the romance aside and we are going to deal with them ruthlessly.
Oh, ruthlessly? Yeah. Okay, are you going to move to the next?
Like I said, actions, not words. Factor non-verbal. That's all I have.
Factor non-verbal. Okay, we have all these recordings though. And remember, we spoke to Infansipim back in the Central region. He came back haunting them after their loss. So all these things you are saying, I'm sure people are recording you guys and just waiting
all that
for the results to come out.
Emmanuel Tuas Domine. Commandos.
Wait. No. Break it down for us.
Like Emmanuel Tuas Domine simply means that unto you, O God, we commend our spirit. So you see, Bible says that horses and chariots are prepared for battle. Victory coming from God. Ours is a Catholic school, and definitely we will never go into a contest without dealing with the godly factor. So trust me, we are prepared spiritually, emotionally, physically, technically, and all that. So trust me, OAS is not going home. OAS is going to the next stage. You can keep playing with actions and not words, but on the field of play, it is action that matters.
Okay, Nancy, your last words.
Again, actions, not words. We are waiting to see. Last year, Ogasco won. Hopefully this year, Apsu Opsa, so Holy Child will win.
It doesn't work that way.
Thanks so much, guys. I'm sure we'll come to you during the round 3 of the competition. When is the problem of the day? Thanks so much. Okay, so this is what is happening in the auditorium. In some minutes, the contest, will be starting, and we are waiting right here. Remember, it's going to be live on the Joy News channel, bringing you all the action-packed, movement. Remember, our coverage of the National Science and Maths Quiz is made possible by Bright SHS. Bright SHS in Kukrintumi in the Eastern region. They are making our coverage possible. They are providing quality but affordable education. Remember, Adonko hand sanitizer is also making it possible. Korumpo Shrew, and then Adonko Next Level Energy Drink. And then DBS roofing, papa fie.
And that's Maxwell Agbagba coming to us live from the University of Ghana Business School in Legon. The contest will get underway shortly. It's a wrap from us here on the AM show, but stay with us. After these, we will bring you that live context. My name is Mama Vio Swabwaji. Thanks for your company today on the AM show. We'll see you next week, but stay for the National Science and Maths Quiz.